Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Durries&Discussion. I'm your host, Andrew Warren, and today is the 18th of February 2020. So, what's on my mind at the moment is Doctor Who. Yeah. So the episode that's just come out recently is the haunting of Villa blah 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 French thing. It's the Mary Shelley episode. Ghost story, horror story. But I just wanted to say, I thought it was pretty fucking cool. It's gonna. So it starts, this sort of Regency style house, which immediately got me on board. I was like, yep, classic Doctor Who, big rich estate house, and frivolity and spookiness. And then I really liked the cold open. I thought it was funny. I'm a big dork. I watched this with Julia, my girlfriend, and she just said I kept acting like a big dork the whole time, which is accurate because I'm a big dork. Got this shirt in 2007. Yeah. So that happens, and I thought it was great and spooky, and then everything with the house moving around and stuff. It was like, I kept wondering if it was some weird Time Lord house, like Ghost Lighter or something like that. Trying to work out what was going on. Or Longbarrow, whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, my Doctor Who knowledge reach exceeds my Doctor Who knowledge grasp. Like I'm aware of a lot more than I know about, if that makes any sense. Mostly just because I'm not that invested in reading any books or listening to the audio dramas. Like, I've listened to a few of the audio dramas, I've liked them, just not the TV shows what I watch. I'm an audio visual person. Anyway, so it's Mary Shelley, and then it's Frankenstein, so I was like, oh, there's got to be some kind of weird spooky zombie thing. And then, obviously, the weird spooky zombie thing turns out to be a fucking mishmashed patchwork Cyberman, which was fucking amazing. It looked great. This sort of battle-damaged new Cyberman head, mixed with like the Matt Smith Cyberman body or torso, and then a different sort of arm, and then a 10th planet arm. Oh, it was just lots of fan service. But I think my favorite thing about it was that the Cyberman was really brutal. It was, it just, it shows up and just fucking kills the valet, just, and then kills the maid, snaps her neck. I thought it was a punch at first, but snaps her neck. It would have been cool if he just, and then he's just being utterly menacing. And then of course there's the bit later where he comes in and there's this whole thing about Mary Shelley's like, oh, you loved once, you had kids, I could tell, and they were you like started rolling my eyes because I just thought, for fuck's sake, this emotional inhibitor mumbo jumbo shit that they've done in the Moffat series countless times. I mean, the new series a lot is just like, for whatever reason, the emotional inhibitor didn't work, or the person was stronger and they overcame it. It's like, can we please fucking stop doing this weird, preachy, weird bullshit where humanity can overcome the Cybermen? It's like, they shove shit in your brain. You're dead. It's fine. Just get over it. Like, you can beat the Cybermen in other ways other than this hokey shit. It was funny. It was like fine once, maybe, but even then. Anyway, so they tease this, and then the Cyberman's like, yeah, I spared your kid because it was a fucking useless baby, and I killed my kids. Fuck you. It was great. Also, just the scarred, mutilated fucking hand of the Cyberman. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really, really cool. And I came away from the episode being very, very happy. But going into the episode, I did know that the Doctor had met Mary Shelley once before in the expanded universe shit. And then after this episode, I was like, what was that? And I look it up. And I was just thinking, like, how cool is this? Like, Cyberman inspiring Frankenstein. Big Finish did that a long time ago with the Eighth Doctor. Not only did the Eighth Doctor meet Mary Shelley, but Mary Shelley became a companion of the Eighth Doctor, travelled with him for a bit, and then there's an adventure called The Silver Turk, in which a 10th planet Cyberman, whose like emotional inhibitor or whatever isn't working, or the Mary Shelley feels sorry for it, and then it inspires Frankenstein. It did this, and I felt a bit cheated, because in the behind the scenes, no one mentions this. Chris Chibnall doesn't mention it. No one mentions it. Which makes me upset and annoyed, especially because Mark Platt wrote The Silver Turk, and Mark Platt did a lot of amazing stuff in the expanded universe. He wrote Ghostlight, if I'm not mistaken, but it's just frustrating that this stuff gets overlooked. And like, I'm not mad that the canon's changed or ignored, etc. Because I'm not too bothered about Doctor Who canon at this point. As long as Doctor Who is a competent show that is somewhat educational, has thrills and frights and a good sci-fi, whatever. As long as it's a well-made show for the family to watch, get something out of each episode, and I'm happy. But just the fact that they have no mention of the fact that this ain't an original idea by any extent, it's a bit frustrating. Just a bit. That said, I still greatly enjoy the episode. Cybermen are my favourite Doctor Who monsters. I think they're the coolest, most badass things. Tomb of the Cybermen, fucking amazing episode. 10th Planet's great. Just the way they look, everything about their visual design, they're cool. They've inspired so much for me. And yeah, the way that they wrote the Cybermen in this, its characterization was great. I liked that it was just, even though it didn't have the emotional inhibitor, it was still a piece of shit. It was a villain still. I liked that, instead of it being some hokey, lovey-dovey shit, it makes me happy when they get things right. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Doctor Who. That was a great episode. I was very happy with it. I gave it a 9 out of 10 initially. It's closer to an 8 than a 10. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. The haunting of bloody blah French. Good episode. Well done.